It's for years I've been saying the left needs to organize independent media in the way that the right has been doing. The left needs to fund independent creators the way that the right does. The right has won even arguably presidential elections because they're organized with regard to online and independent media. They're killing us. We've been so behind. And this kind of support for creators is exactly what I've been advocating.
Yes, grab your popcorn. There is something more concerning. The truth is coming out. Taylor Lawrence sent out a bombshell in an article exposing how dark money is paying off Libra influencers. We saw that during the Kamala Harris campaign. It is important we dive into it. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that and check. Always remember to thumbs up if you see my notification.
And debunk some important misinformation.
Have your literal text messages. I know Brian Tyler Cohen told you nobody would find out about this, but we did. You've been exposed as being paid to make all your content. In case you're unaware, we now have the proof that all these liberal content creators were being paid $8,000 a month by a group founded by Brian Tyler Cohen. And the way they were paying them, they were just paying them a monthly salary of about $8,000. This way, they weren't paying them for specific pieces of content. Therefore, they didn't have to disclose they were paid to make it. Hey guys, all your favorite liberal creators, they're all part of this group. They're all getting paid. Fucking Barrett Adair, Suzanne Lambert, Ariel Fodor, Sander Jennings, David Packman, Lee McGowan, that girl you see on MSNBC known as Politics Girl, Olivia Juliana. Pretty sure you all knew that one, right? Oh, and Aaron Parnas, who, like I said, we literally have his text messages telling other creators this is a take it or leave it offer, and he's not interested in pushing for more money. All of this was funded by the 1630 Fund, and it was run by Democrat influencer Brian Tyler Cohen. Oh, and you know that girl Elizabeth Booker Houston who called out Madeline when she tried to point this out like 8 months ago? Yes, surprise, surprise, she's also being paid. But we told you this. Like, we told you that all of these people don't actually believe what they're saying. They're just being paid to make this content. And here's the thing. This should be the end of all their social media careers. They've been exposed.
Blue MAGA is real. Now that it's been discovered that the Democratic Party has been paying liberal content creators to push their centrist agenda, take the words of liberals online with a grain of salt. We just found one of these groups paying these people. There could be more. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I always had the suspicion that some people were being paid, but these past couple months were too obvious. The Gavin Newsom discourse, we don't have time for progress in your purity politics, lefties. You must now pledge your allegiance to Emperor Gavin Newsom 3 years before the Democratic primary of 2028.
Yes, this should actually even go viral for people to realize when you see these Libras putting out these videos on social media, they are not doing it for free. They are being paid. Taking a look at this, of all people, Taylor Lawrence just exposed a lefty dark money group secretly paying Libra influencers to push their messaging. The same influencers who swear they are independent and not paid by anyone. In her recent Weird article, Lawrence revealed that a Libra dark money group, the 1630 Fund, is secretly funding high-profile Democratic influencers through a non-profit arm, Chorus. These influencers are offered up to $8,000 per month to promote political messages online under contract that prohibit disclosure and impose content restrictions. Creators who join the program are expected to attend regular advocacy trainings and daily messaging check-ins. You will see this clearly how it works out. They always have the same kind of talking points everywhere on social media. Look at what is happening with Gavin Newsom. They are the same people doing the same thing. They did that during Kamala Harris period. Creating accounts on X, saying the same thing, bringing out short videos out of context.
Follow any news creators or any political creators, you must read this article that just came out from Wired. An in-depth article about a dark money group that has been paying upwards of $8,000 a month to influencers who will not talk about Gaza, okay, that's part of it, and who will shill the Democratic Party line. Now, I saw Olivia Juliana, who is of course on the list a couple months ago, being like, people are acting like I'm getting paid to change my views. I'm not. Aaron Parnas is on the list. Of course. That woman who goes by Politics Girl, David Pakman, that too raw, too real guy, but I guess not that raw, not that real, because you're taking tons of money from a dark money group and not disclosing it. That Suzanne Lambert woman, Brian Tyler Cohen, well, the list goes on and on. These people being paid thousands and thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars to toe the Democratic Party line, not talk about anything having to do with Palestine, and not disclosing it. So they're all in a group chat getting paid by this. They said it was upwards of 90 influencers in this campaign. One of the lawyers say in the article that one of the best parts about it is that you don't have to tell your viewers that you're getting paid to do this messaging. Because of course, dark money loopholes and shit in this country can corrupt. You know, some of us for months have been trying to warn you that these people were frauds. I have seen videos of some of the same people acting like this is no big deal, dragging creators because they didn't properly disclose the 40-cent commission they got off a lip gloss on TikTok Shop. Even TikTok Shop requires you, no matter how little the commission, to disclose if you are getting paid. But you guys have no problem with people signing a secretive contract that says they're going to push specific messaging on behalf of the Democratic Party without telling you they're getting paid to do so. On the contrary, these people have built platforms saying that they are authentic and independent and would disclose those kinds of things. They're paying to boost their content. They're paying for them to get placement in articles so that you think that you're watching people calling themselves independent progressive news, and to make you think that their growth and their visibility is authentic and organic when it's actually astroturfed.
Left-leaning content creators on this app lying to you. This is the most important TikTok I'm ever going to make, and it very well might be my last. I am shaking. I can no longer afford to do this because of these creators, but also because I'm not even so sure that most of this country is worth saving at this point. And a lot of you should know what that means considering what I put into this. So let's get into Aaron Parnas and get to all of you. According to a new article by Wired, they've all been accepting $8,000 a month and not disclosing it to you from a dark money group that paid Chorus to do this. Unlike every single one of those fucks, I told you guys that I was approached with a similar deal, and I said that that would not hold true to who I am as a person, and I want to have a brand that sells itself. I want to break stories myself. I want to do investigative journalism myself.
You know, I've got to get this off my chest because I am just so incredibly disappointed. I followed these so-called progressive influencers because I thought they were different. I thought they were authentic voices, cutting through the corporate media bullshit, speaking truth to power. But it turns out they're just speaking for power, for a paycheck. This whole Chorus operation, bankrolled by the massive dark money 1630 fund, isn't an innovative strategy. It's a straight up betrayal.
With the DNC, people writing saying the Democratic Party is telling people what to say. At its base, the group has nothing to do with the DNC, period. Number two, I do not get clearance for anything I say. I do not run interview questions by anyone at Chorus. I don't tell Chorus when I'm going to be doing an interview. Not a single segment I have done, not a single question I've ever asked a guest has anything to do with Chorus. They don't tell me what to talk about. They don't tell me who to interview. They don't tell me how to cover a story. There are no restrictions of any kind on my content. I've never covered a story because Chorus suggested I do it. I've never not covered a story because Chorus suggested I not do it. There is no content relationship of any kind. So what does Chorus do? They run technical trainings, how to produce content, how to make your operation more efficient. How do you take a small shop of 1, 2, or 3 people and put content out on multiple platforms the way I've been doing successfully for decades?
At the risk of giving an internet troll more attention, I want to address a piece that Taylor Lorenz wrote yesterday for Wired. An initiative aimed at boosting Democrats online offers influencers up to $8,000 a month to push the party line. All they have to do is keep it secret and agree to restrictions on their content. Literally nothing in this statement is true. The article is about Chorus, which is a nonprofit that I helped found to build up a creator ecosystem, which everybody says they want, but few are doing. So here's what Chorus is. It is a scholarship program to teach creators how to grow their accounts, foster engagement, launch their own shows, and become profitable on their own. It's an incubator program to build the pro-democracy ecosystem. Influencers and creators have never been more important when it comes to how Americans are consuming their news. The right has been doing this for years, and the left needs to catch up. That's why we're doing this with Chorus. So let's talk about what Chorus is and what it's not. Chorus does not pay creators for content, does not tell them what to say, does not control who they talk to or work with, and there is absolutely nothing in the contract that could even be reasonably interpreted to say that we do. Period. Full stop. I don't know a single creator who would willfully sign up for a program that would tell them what they can or can't say.
Yes, I'm going to do a follow-up video. Taylor Lorenz release another one replying to these people. They're struggling to justify they have been caught. Everybody knows what is going on. Please, I'm begging you, share the video so people can see what these people are doing. So when you see these influencers pushing a certain narrative, you should know where that is coming from. It is happening every single day. And I'm glad that they have been exposed to this level. I want to appreciate people supporting me, sharing out my videos. God bless you. If you notice, views are down on this channel. Everything is down. I'm just begging you to continue to share. That is a limiting factor. We will continue to put out videos every day.